The honourable member for Launceston.
Thank you, Mr President. And yes, thank you, the member for Roseville. And I must admit my husband is one of the probably few that does go to the doctor quite regularly if he thinks he's got an issue.
That's good.
Yes, so it is very good. So, Mr President, today I speak about the Launceston Basketball Association, one of Northern Tasmania's premier sporting organisations and a key driver in the Northern sporting calendar. The Launceston Basketball Association was founded in November 2016, the product of a merger between the Launceston Junior Basketball League, the Launceston Senior Basketball League, the Northern Tasmania Baptist Basketball Association and the Northern Tasmania Basketball Officials Association. The LBA consequently represents a myriad of players. The largest association by member number in Tasmania, approximately 1,700, the LBA currently employs a full-time manager and retains a large contingent of volunteers which make the organisation tick. While the LBA has well-established relationships with the Launceston Tornadoes, the representative team of the LBA is the Launceston Lightning. The Launceston Basketball Association is also a member of the Good Sports Association, a national coalition of some 9,500 sporting clubs, teams and organisations which are committed to delivering the social, health and community benefits that engaging in sport brings. As a result, the LBA proactively recruits new players to their many competitions and keeps them engaged and retained through positively impacting on health outcomes and social engagement. The LBA also engages in fundraising activities such as participating in the Breast Cancer Network Australia Pink Sports Day and supports their players in reaching higher and higher levels of success in the sport. The Launceston Basketball Association is truly a grassroots organisation which does much to support our community. The typical season administered by the LBA runs from late February to August, and in 2019 the LBA had 193 teams participating over 6 days per week, ranging from the under-10s to the senior Premier Leagues and the more convivial social competitions. It's very easy to see how much work the LBA does and just how many interests that it represents and sectors of the community it supports. 2020, however, was not a typical year for the LBA. With the advent of COVID-19, it would not be unreasonable to say that the LBA experienced significant disruptions. Being based at the Elfin Sports Centre, the construction of the coronavirus respiratory testing clinic essentially displaced the association and therefore their many competitions. I was advised in May by LBA President Craig Gibson that the LBA season 2020 had essentially been cut as a result of the coronavirus clinic moving into the Elfin Sports Centre. Ever the optimist, Mr Gibson did his best to devise a contingency plan which was workable, but which obviously fell short of what is typically to be expected of a normal basketball season. While it was potentially set to be based at Elfin until the end of the year, a fantastic result has recently come through for the LBA and its competitions, and the arrangement for the coronavirus clinic at the Elfin Sports Centre to end sooner than originally planned. As it stands, there are still a number of weeks until the competition can get back up and running, but from June 26, community sport is permitted to resume with indoor numbers of up to 500 people allowed. This is a tremendous result for this organisation and for our sporting community more generally, and on the proviso that adequate health, wellbeing and safety measures continue to be adhered to, which I'm sure they will be. At this stage, I would like to point out the excellent work of our Health Department, Health Minister, Director of Public Health, the Premier and their staff have done in managing the coronavirus response and bolstering the health and the wellbeing of our communities. The result of the dogged determination of Mr Gibson and the Association's board, the Launceston Basketball Association will ensure that our communities will return back to doing the activities they love and which keep them healthy, well and engaged. I look forward to seeing the competitions back up and running and attending a game in the very near future.
The honourable member for Nelson.